Woo! We made it, you guys. I'm here in Thornton, Colorado at Arby's to check out 2 new sandwiches, 1 new test market item, the new venison sandwich, and the brand new super limited time, super exclusive elk sandwich. Here at Arby's in Thornton, Colorado. They're not open, but I'm here in line waiting for my due cut of the delicious, scrumptious, super rare, super exotic meat, the new venison sandwich and the elk sandwich here at Arby's. I want to show this to you guys. We've even got the choppers coming in. Get to the chopper. There it is, you guys. The new elk sandwich and the new venison sandwich. This is only available today. 2 elk and 2 of the venison sandwiches, please. All right. I like your shirts, by the way. I just noticed that. That for today only, just for the promotion. I love it.
That's just for the promotion.
All right. I'm here with Dan at Arby's in Thornton, Colorado. The elk sandwich and the venison sandwich. We got 2 of each. There's a huge line outside. Take a look. People are just waiting for the sandwiches, the greatness that is. And there's Dan, by the way. One of only 3 locations in the nation doing the elk sandwich. It's a test market item. You can go to any Arby's today and get the venison sandwich as well, but you gotta come here if you want the elk. I'm gonna find a spot, we're gonna park it, I'm gonna check it out. We're in Thornton, Colorado. There's an Arby's back here, Dan. It's one of only 3 locations in the entire world, today only, that is selling not 1, but 2 brand new, super limited time, super exclusive sandwiches. We're talking about, of course, Arby's venison sandwich and their elk sandwich. So let's talk about that real quick. Now you got...
So I have experience with elk and venison. I've actually had raw elk heart after I shot and killed one.
Raw elk heart?
Yes, it's tradition.
Okay.
For some hunters.
So you like killed the elk?
I don't suspect, yes.
Field dressed it.
Yep.
Right? And you reach in, and just like in Indiana Jones.
My dad made me eat
or not Allah Akbar. What do they say? They reach in and like eat the eating heart?
I have no idea what you're talking
Indiana
about.
Jones. It might be before your time,
I don't remember.
Dan.
No, it's not.
Dan's a little younger than I am. So here's the funny thing. How are we going to know which one is which? Let's mix it up before we open. Yeah, 1 red, 1 white. Oh man, I can see the juices right on top of the box, the fingerprint, FBI,
There's
quick.
Chicken in here. No,
dude, that would be, oh, if there were like roast beef sandwiches, can you imagine? I would be so pissed.
That would be kind of funny.
Oh my God, 4 sandwiches.
In all of its glory. And curly fries, because it's Arby's, you have to get curly fries.
We've got them all, you guys. 2 elk sandwiches, 2 venison sandwiches. Dan is so friggin' hungry right now.
I know, I didn't eat breakfast.
The venison is a thick cut
by now
venison steak and crispy onions topped with a juniper berry sauce on a toasted specialty roll. The venison is marinated in garlic, salt, and pepper, and then sous vide for 3 hours to juicy, tender perfection. The elk is also sous vide, and the elk is a test market item.
Quick note.
I think we deduced...
Which one should we start with?
The red we said was... Oh, wow. Dude, look how dark that berry sauce is. This is the elk. The red is the elk, 100% for sure. The white is going to be the venison. Dude,
definitely elk. The
Dan,
onions,
you can go ahead and rip into it.
Onions are perfect.
So look how big the patty, right? Or patty. Look how big the steak, the fillet. It's not a patty, Justin. It's not pressed meat again.
Oh, you tell him your real name?
Solid steak.
You told me his name is Jeff.
If you're a troll, write down in the comments below, I'm a troll on Justin's channel. And also write down in the comments below, more Dan.
This is my 3rd appearance.
Guess who's back? This is the blackberry port sauce. I imagine it's gonna be sweet. You can see it's on both sides.
Wine, right?
Wow, dude. Look how purple. Did you see that?
Holy
it's super purple. It's more purple than a purple nurple. We're so freaking hungry. I get it. Venison. This is the venison here. Oh. Now, of course.
Are you jealous that... I wonder if people watching are jealous that we get to try this and they don't.
Venison steak. Right there. You see it. This is a juniper berry Cabernet. Juniper berry
How
Cabernet
fancy.
on the deer, on the
your-
venison, and then of course the blackberry port on the elk.
Cabernet.
But anyway,
Chip, chip, chip.
enough talking here, Dan. I know you're ready to eat. I'm
I
super
am.
hungry. I'm ready to go in on here on a first bite, big bite of the brand new, limited time, super exclusive, only get it today.
Which one are we doing
Saturday, October 1st. You can do whichever one you want. Which one are you doing first, Dan?
Elk.
Elk first. What did we say? Elk was red?
Yes.
Let's do the elk first. Here we go. Big bite. Cheers.
It's definitely medium rare.
Mmm. Did you give us any napkins?
I actually don't think so. Sucks to be you. I just used my hoodie.
Oh, I had blackberry port all over my face.
I haven't had Arby's in years, and I don't normally eat fast food, but this is pretty good.
I have never had elk in my life. I've had venison.
Really?
I've had venison when I was a little kid. My dad made venison chili. We went camping a long time ago. I was a Boy Scout, and we made a pot of venison chili. It's pretty good. You see how it's pink in the middle?
The Boy Scouts
Right?
just started accepting Girl Scouts, or girls.
Equal opportunity. Now, does your elk look like that? I think so. It's like medium inside.
Yeah.
It's definitely a whole piece of meat, right? Like it feels like you're eating a steak on a bun. You kind of
It
get that
does.
chewiness. I would assume it's probably more tender than the elk would have probably been if you had grilled it or
It
cooked
is
it
very
traditionally.
tender. Yeah. You've never had elk before? Have you ever had mountain lion? Mountain lion's pretty good. Arby's, do mountain lion next.
Arby's does say they have the meats, and this is exotic meat. I would say elk.
That is their Logan, huh? Or Logan? Their
Logan?
slogan?
That's
Logan?
their Logan. Loganberry. Maybe you were thinking of the Loganberry sauce. That's another traditional steak sauce. For the flavor, it does taste like it's seasoned, but the sauce is pretty killer,
But
right?
not too much.
The sauce is kind of fruity. You can taste it, right? It's a blackberry wine sauce, basically. So it is kind of fruity. It really seems to complement, I think, the ache.
And the onions.
And the ache. Man, we can't talk. We're talking about Logans. We're talking about aches. I'm talking about an elk sandwich. It's got our tongues twisted. Good thing it's not a tongue sandwich.
Why would you ever eat a tongue sandwich?
I have to admit, it's pretty good. And really, for the price, right? $7, Dan. For an exotic meat sandwich for this big of a steak, it would be hard to make this.
It would.
It would be hard. The bun, the sauce, right? The steak. I mean, this Arby's is probably in
Yeah, I
$6
guess
or
you're
$7
right.
bucks here on this, plus the promotion and everything. In fact,
Unless it's roadkill.
yeah, where do they get the deer from? Let alone the elk.
I'm already done.
Dude, that sauce is like super sweet. Really, really fantastic. I hope you're ready for the venison. You ready to switch over?
Oh, yeah.
You ready to switch that game up? This has the juniper berry Cabernet sauce on it. And you can see it's kind of like a darker color. It's not as bright purple maybe as the last one.
I'm going in.
What does your patty look like? Does
Yours
it look
is-
like mine?
Mine's a little thinner than yours.
Yeah, this is
but-
definitely a thicker patty.
But mine, yours just looks.
We've got the
like
right
folded
sandwich.
almost,
Oh, dude,
yeah.
this is it. The venison sandwich from Arby's. A big bite. Cheers, Dan.
Breakfast of champions.
Thanks for joining me this morning.
Oh wow. That's really good. That tastes just like venison I had as a kid.
Wow.
Maybe a little less gamey, but I mean that's probably just like the sauce.
That's an interesting point because a lot of people talk about how venison is
that
gamey.
or I mean
right?
that or I'm just used to it.
So gamey, of course, means that it usually has like a rich amount of like iron in the meat, and so you sort of taste that, right? You kind of taste that.
It tastes wild.
Iron taste, right? So that's why they call it gamey, because that's wild game. You know, and it makes me wonder, like, where does Arby source this from? Because it doesn't have a super wild gamey taste.
That's
and
a
I
good
would
point.
almost imagine that they're getting this from like a domestic deer distributor or farm, maybe, that raises deer.
Can you do that?
I don't know. Like, you can have, you know, ostrich farms, you can have alpaca farms. Found something interesting. So mine looks super thick. I just found it's it was actually one of your patties and they just sort of like folded it over. So now I feel kind of stupid.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I didn't want to call you out though.
No, that's fine. But you can see it was like a real thick patty. I actually see a lot of times people saying, you know, more Dan, bring back Dan.
A small handful.
Yeah, we got the windows down. We're kicking it. Old school style.
I know, I'm so hungry. I didn't eat breakfast.
Now we had to, of course, get, I know you guys haven't seen it, but the curly fries. You cannot go to Arby's and not get curly fries.
I ate most of them, I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Okay, so honestly, the curly fries are the only reminder that we're eating Arby's, because this doesn't taste like an Arby's sandwich.
No.
Arby's has never really done anything this,
I'll be honest,
you know, advantageous before. Deer, elk, what's next? Buffalo, rattlesnake.
I told you
ostrich, mountain lion, panther,
elephant,
rhinoceros.
That's probably illegal.
I think so. Well, no, you probably can't eat the rhinoceros. Either way, whether it be legal or borderline non-ethical, Arby's has brought it. Venison and elk sandwiches. Dan already crushed it.
I was so hungry.
I will say the sauce on this one is almost more reminiscent of like a barbecue sauce. It's a little bit richer, not as sweet as that blackberry port. But really and truly, I wasn't getting a whole lot of gaminess from this. And you may be freaking out, seeing a little bit of the pink, a little bit of the stink inside, but I think that's intentional. The medium or the medium well from the sous vide, they turn people away at the door. They're turning people away right now. You cannot go to Arby's.
Bastards.
You can't get this. By the time you see this video, it's over with. Forget the elk unless you lived anywhere around here. Such a sensational promotion, a one-day only type of event. It was really exciting, and clearly they got the word out. There were people here lined up out the door. I was told they were only shipped 100 of these venison sandwiches.
Do you think that's true?
Or
they did more for the employees?
Honestly,
too?
From what we saw heading out the door while we were waiting for our food to be made, I think there were about 100 orders of these sandwiches and they were gone. They were literally within 10 minutes of us opening. We were only in that restaurant 10 minutes after placing our order, and they were already calling back to the kitchen saying it was venison is almost out.
It was 2 per person, so I'm sure everybody in line got 2, and there was a lot of people in line.
We got 4 sandwiches here. We picked out. We got more than average, probably more than we should have.
No. I want to go back.
Isn't that suck? Like, we actually would not be able to go back and get these again if we want to. They're gone. They're sold out. On a scale of 1 to 10, Dan, what do you give the elk? What do you give the deer, the venison, the Bambi sandwich?
The Bambi sandwich. Well, I love eating babies, so...
That makes baby Jesus cry. The Bambi sandwich, the venison sandwich from Arby's, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it?
8.
Honestly, I would probably have to say that as well. I agree with that. 8. I was going to say an 8. I think this was a really good sandwich.
I wish it was a little gamier. I know that sounds weird.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
I don't think I'm just used to it, because I know the difference.
Because you sort of, right, and we know for a fact this is definitely deer, but aside from that, I'm glad I was here to check it out. In this non-endorsed, non-paid, non-sponsored review, we drove a hell of a way, a hell of a distance for you guys at home to check it out. The brand new Arby's elk and venison sandwiches here. On a scale of 1 to 10.
I liked the elk more than the venison.
What do you give on a scale of 1 to 10 for the elk sandwich?
9. I mean,
a 9 on the elk, and
again,
an 8.
Again, not a perfect 10 just because of the lack of gaminess.
I want you guys to see the difference. Again, this is the elk on the bottom, the venison on top, a last bite, big bite of the elk and venison. Here at Arby's, it is a celebration. It's a time to celebrate. I want you guys to see that.
Celebrate good times.
I'm going to give the same rating, Dan. A 9 on the elk, and I think an 8
way to be a copycat
on the venison. Why don't you come up with your own review channel?
8.5.
Style?
This is The Price is Right.
Who are you, Dame Drops? Are you just going to keep copying somebody else's style?
Dame Drops is pretty cool.
Dan, a last bite, big bite
of
the brand new elk and venison sandwich here from Arby's. Do you want to bite?
No, I'm good.
As always, thanks again, everybody, for checking out another great review here on Fast Food Pit Stop. I'm your host, Justin. You know you love it. You came back for some more of it. I'll be back for another.
I'm Dan.
Fast food review.
If you don't leave nice comments, I won't come back.
He'll be back. He doesn't have any friends. Bye, everybody. Cheers.
I ate the last fries. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm that guy. I ate the last fries.